Let's get right into it, though, because we do have some really chilling new video. It has just been released, found on the cell phone of the 19-year-old charged in the Parkland school shooting. We're not going to say his name. We're not going to give him any more notoriety. You're looking at aftermath of that February massacre. But in the cell phone videos, the accused gunman brags about the crime he's about to commit. He also gives some clues about his motive and mental state, saying he wants his name to be remembered and saying, quote, "I am nothing. I am no one. My life is nothing and meaningless." And some Parkland survivors are speaking out, with one student tweeting, "This is what he wants. Don't let him trend." Now, we have the video queued up. We have been debating all day long. Should we show it? Should we not? We still have yet to really decide if we're going to show it, and because we're live, we're just going to continue the conversation in real time and involve you as well. I still don't know what I feel about this, because on one side, I don't want to give him any more notoriety. That's what he wanted. I did see the video. It's chilling. It's horrific. And he said he wants to be famous. But on the other side, are we, by us not acknowledging it, are we not noticing certain red flags that could be preventative for other students in the future?
Well, I think we're acknowledging it. And I think, like, I've watched sports my whole life, and growing up in the 80s and early 90s, a big problem with sports was during live events, there were people that would strip down naked and run across the field with something strange written on their back or just distracting the game. And the way that they eliminated that problem is they turned the cameras off. They cut the cameras immediately. It's almost impossible to see a streaker in real time now. Sometimes they'll just cut to the band and you wonder why. It's because somebody's on the field. And the way that they've eliminated that is by not giving them the one thing that people that streak do. They want notoriety. They're not making a political point. They just want attention on them. And once you turn your head away from them, they really have nothing left. So you don't think we should show it? Absolutely not.
I actually, I was torn too, but I watch the ID channel a lot. I like, forensic files where you actually learn, and as much as you can, get in the mind of people that may have committed these crimes. And I think about earlier this week, or when the video game came up, and I was totally against that, because what is their intention? What was that really going to show? The shooting video. Right. Yeah. And I think certain people learn in different ways. Some people read, some people have visuals. And I think that, over this young man, I mean, he had problems all of his life. The policemen were called to their homes 23 times. 18 of those incidents included him. So there were some signs and some red flags there. And I don't think by showing what's done is done at this point, and I don't mean that to be insensitive in any way, but I think that it may enlighten, or even so parents could see this and hear this and know not only if their child, has those attributes, but someone who their child may be hanging around.
I agree with you, and it's tough. I don't know, Jeff. You be the final sayer, and then we're actually getting comments as we speak. I'll read them, but what's your thoughts?
I mean, the final say is we're not playing the video, and that's what I wanted the whole time. I don't think they should get any notoriety. I agree with the person from Parkland. He put on the video, "I'm going to be famous before I do this." He knew what he was doing. We give all this emphasis on he was mentally disabled, he didn't know what he was doing. He had enough wherewithal to make that video, to know exactly what he was doing, but to make a plan and go in and do that. You think I feel bad for him because nobody liked him? That's not fair. Yes, it is fair. No, it's not. I have no sympathy for this. He's a coward. He's a coward, and that's what he is.
But you saying, believe me, by me defending mental health is not in any way, shape, or form defending him or having empathy for him. I think he's a coward too. However, when you do showcase those red flags when you're not mentally well, you're not aware of it. I know I've been not mentally well before. I wasn't aware of it.
Well, his plan would have foiled. He could have done what he did. Had not anyone known his name, his plan would have been foiled. He would have been sitting in jail for the rest of his life.
Get your comment.
I know, Jeff, you say you have no sympathy for him, and neither do I, but I do have sympathy for the families that have gone through it. And just statistically, based on numbers, I hate to put things into the universe and make it negative, but statistically it may happen again. But if we have some information that we can see and learn as much as we possibly can, I think that could help more than harm.
All right, so what did you learn from the video?
I learned from the video of because a lot of times people think that people that commit crimes may be black, maybe look like they're not well kept. This guy looked like he was well kept, came from a family, he was adopted from 2 parents. So it let me know that it could be anybody. And it let me know the way he was speaking.
He was a troubled student. They kept saying everybody knew it was going to be him. I know we have to go on. We got to move on.
We will continue this conversation in the break. I do want to get in this one comment from Robin, there it is. Yes, please don't show this video. You can all watch it, or other experts can, and we can be informed by their red flags that way. Right. And we decided not to show the video, so there you go.